It's James, the wine guy. Stay tuned for this video review of this beautiful Meritage coming from Monticello, AVA in Virginia. So stay tuned. And I was on the VA wine chat with Virginia wine chat with Frank Morgan, and being able to taste these beautiful wines and wines that I don't typically get to taste, but I think ultimately it's bringing to I think an attention point. That is that Virginia wines, I think, are not receiving the attention that they should get. What I see from Virginia wines is beautiful wines, first of all. Secondarily, that you get talent from all around the planet that wants to settle in Virginia to create world-class wines. Now, a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have said that. The wines I were tasting were good, but they weren't great. But today, I think we're tasting great wines. And so being in DC just a few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to visit many restaurants and also visit a few retailers, wine retailers. What I was really disappointed with is that DC is basically, say Virginia is in the backyard of DC. And I hope to see more Virginia wines on the list. Hopefully at some point that'll happen. But ultimately, it's great to have California wines and wines from France, Italy, Spain, etc. But it's also really important to put wines from Virginia right on the wine list. And I wouldn't think so if the wines were not this compelling and beautiful. So let me give the proper introduction to this wine. This is King Family Vineyards, Monticello AVA 2012 vintage Meritage. And I'll bring this closer so you can see the input here of 42% Merlot, 27% Cabernet Franc, 25% Petit Verdot, and 6% Malbec. Now this is a 13.5% ABV wine. Back panel for your inspection right here. Now, one thing in Virginia wine chat, or actually my chat with Frank Morgan, is that he says there's really no typical vintage year over year. Whereas in California, we might have very similar vintages, 2 in a row or 3 in a row, etc. So this is a winery founded by David and Ellen King. They have a polo ground, beautiful facilities, and I hope to visit at some point. And on Virginia Wine Chat, so Matteo Finot was the winemaker who was on the channel. And he gave great color and experience to Virginia wines in general, and also to this beautiful wine. And I did look at past vintages, so I don't believe that they ever contain Cabernet Sauvignon. I could be wrong, so don't follow me completely on that. And I did see 3 different Meritage, and the lead partner was Merlot. And so I think this is a way to think about Meritage. So you can have a Meritage with the 5 Bordeaux varieties, red varieties, or you could have 4 or 3, or you could weight them differently. So maybe Merlot would be the lead partner, such as this right here, minus Cabernet Sauvignon. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a really great way of thinking of Meritage and also highlighting what's best. I think this is really evocative, beautiful, and just from the scent characterization is a really sophisticated wine. And I think we need to do some blind tasting here. That is, say, compare Virginia wines to other red wines around the world, Bordeaux wines. So first, scent characterization, flavor profile, and then the point score. Beautiful notes of what I would term bramble patch, juniper forest, tayberry, rose garden, and freshly fallen bay leaves. And here we go next with the flavor characterization and the point score. Beautiful dark fruit notes, and immediate notation here is the weight of the wine, the texture of the wine is absolutely silken and beautiful. So notes on this include black cherry, blackberry, tayberry, lavender, white pepper, thyme, allspice, clove, and again the bay leaf comes into play. This wine is a 9.4 out of my 10.0 scale. Think of this as 94 points out of 100 points. Fantastic wine. Again, ask your wine merchant to bring them in. Also ask your favorite restaurant. Bring in some bottles of this wine, and this is a $70 price point. Thank you so much for watching today, and stay with me. But also, I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you give a like? Please subscribe to my video channel, as well as share this video. Give your questions and comments down below, and also leave more information on the producer down below as well. So thank you so much for watching today. You'll find me in many social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as WordPress and Instagram. Thank you again. Salud.